Hello and welcome. You're watching India This Morning. My name is Apurva Sridhar. We have lots lined up for you in this bulletin. But first up, let's take a look at the top headlines. 36 hours on, police still empty-handed in journalist Gauri Lankesh's murder case. SIT now probing the case, family insisting for CBI investigation. Special Tara court to pronounce its sentence against Abu Salim and 4 others convicts in the 1993 Mumbai serial blast case. 24 years back, serial blasts in Mumbai left 257 people dead. Goa court to hold an in-camera trial in rape case against Tarun Tejpal, ex-editor-in-chief of Tehelka magazine, accused of rape by a then-woman colleague in November 2013. No resolution in the Satluj-Yamuna link canal dispute even as deadline set by the top court comes to an end. Supreme Court to hear the matter today. Respite for the 13-year-old rape survivor in Mumbai who was raped by her father's business partner. Supreme Court grants permission to abort the 31-week-old pregnancy. Blue whale drives another child to the brink. The 16-year-old girl who tried to jump into a lake in Jodhpur to commit suicide tries to kill herself a second time. Minor consumes sleeping pills but is saved in the nick of time. Chandigarh bars directed to install breath analyzers in 7 days. Excise departments moved to check the rising number of drinking driving cases. Gurdaspur woman shows unbelievable bravery, foils an attempt to abduct by her stalkers by raising an alarm and then thrashing her molesters. Starting this bulletin with some breaking news there coming in. Another train derailment in Uttar Pradesh. 7 coaches of Shaktipunj Express going from Howrah to Jabalpur derails near Obara Dam. In fact, at least there are no news of casualties at this point in time. The incident happened at around 6 a.m. in the morning when the train had come out from the Obara station. This is the 3rd train derailment in Uttar Pradesh in the span of just 1 month. That is, of course, the big breaking that we are getting to you. Shaktipunj Express there from Howrah to Jabalpur derails near Obra Dam in Uttar Pradesh. 3rd such incident in a matter of just 1 month. Certainly a lot of answering needs to be done. Fortunately, no loss of life been reported at this point in time. Relief and rescue operations there underway. We will get more details on the train derailment that we are reporting, but the fact that railway officials have reached the site of the accident to inspect what really caused this particular train to derail. But this is certainly not the first time that we are witnessing such kind of derailments taking place. We've seen a similar derailment being taking place in Katauli in Muzaffarnagar, which had claimed the lives of at least 23 people. Then we saw another derailment taking place in Auraiya in Uttar Pradesh, where another train had derailed. And this is the 3rd such incident that has been reported of train derailment in Uttar Pradesh. Right, joining us on the phone line is Jayant Bhattacharya for more details. Morning, sir. We are reporting another such train derailment taking place, the 3rd train derailment rather at this point in time.
Yes, indeed. The initial information that we are getting from the railways is that the derailment happened just at the junction of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Jharkhand. And that is the place where apparently initial reports are suggesting that it was once again rail fracture, and due to which 7 bogies at least jumped the rail. But at this point of time, railway officials are telling us that there are no casualties. Also, there may be some people with passengers with minor injuries, but as of now, there has been no major mishap or any casualties as yet.
But more importantly, sir, are we looking at some kind of a foul play towards the tracks? Were there any cuts in the track? Because there are also reports coming in that there could have been some kind of a foul play suspected in this train derailment.
We do not have any report on that from the Indian Railways as yet. What they are suggesting is that right at this point of time, they are more concerned about the passengers and their fate. So what exactly led to this mishap is yet to be found out, and then only we will get to know once the officers they reach that particular area, then we will get to know the extent of the damage.
In your view, sir, the kind of train derailments that have come to light, what is the condition currently on ground? Have the passengers been safely evacuated, or are there any more passengers who are still stranded?
That will still take time, because as of now the reports that are coming out of Indian Railways suggest that rescue and relief train have been sent. People are reaching that mishap site, and it to be to what extent the damage has been caused.
So who are the authorities there presently on ground who are overlooking this entire operation? We seem to have lost that connection. That was Jayant Bhattacharya reporting from Delhi on the another train derailment that has taken place in Uttar Pradesh. This is the third such train derailment that has come to light. 7 coaches of the Shaktipunj Express going from Howrah to Jabalpur derailed near Obra Dam in Uttar Pradesh.
डिरेलमेंट की घटना इधर क्यों बढ़ रही है?
ऐसा नहीं है, बराबर रेलवे मेजर्स लेता रहता है और करेक्टिव मेजर्स भी लेते हैं। काफ़ी हमने डिरेलमेंट की समस्या को एड्रेस करने के लिए स्पेशल सेफ्टी ड्राइव भी चलाया है और काफ़ी इन्वेस्टमेंट भी रेलवे में ट्रैक रिन्यूअल, ट्रैक रिप्लेसमेंट, इस चीज़ों पे एलोकेशंस भी बढ़ाए हैं और उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये चीज़ें और बेहतर होंगी और सेफ्टी इम्प्रूव होगी।
And what's your reaction today? Was the another train derail? What's the detail about that? How many passengers injured? How many bogies derailed?
Today morning at around 6:25 a.m. this accident took place. The train involved was 11448 Shaktipunj Express, which was going from Howrah to Jabalpur. This accident took place in the Sonbhadra district of Uttar Pradesh. As far as railway is concerned, it falls under Dhanbad division of East Central Railway. And the section where this accident took place is Chopan Singrauli section, and to be precise, it happened between Obra and Farfura Kund station. It happened between that station, and as a result of this accident, its rearmost 7 coaches got derailed. The speed of the train was very low, and there are no casualties, there are no injuries. All passengers are safe. All passengers are safe. There has been no cases of death, or in case of there is no case of injury also. Honorable Railway Minister Shri Piyush Goyal ji is keeping a track of the development. He has given instructions for this quick action in the case, and as a result of that, we have moved all these stranded passengers from the accident site. We adjusted all the passengers from the affected coaches to the unaffected coaches, and the front portion of the train left the accident site at around 7:28 a.m. That is, within 1 hour we moved the passengers from the accident site. There is no one at the accident site, no stranded passengers. They have already moved towards Singrauli, and now at Singrauli we have made arrangements for tea, snacks and milk, etc. for the passengers, and they will be given those facilities. And from Singrauli onwards we will attach more coaches to this train, and then we will proceed further to its destination Jabalpur. Everything is under control, and all passengers are safe, and we have set up helpline numbers also to give information to the passengers' relatives, and our officers have already reached our relief trains. They were also rushed for the accident site, and that is the situation.
One after another derailment. This is big embarrassment for railway.
Well, we are seized of this problem, and we are addressing this problem in the most effective possible manner. We have increased our allocations for the safety related work. We have also addressing the problems of renewal of tracks and maintenance of tracks, which we have increased substantially. We have also taken measures to organize a safety drive focusing only on the derailment issues. So we hope that the situation will further improve, and we'll keep improving the situation as far as possible.
Well, that of course was Anil Saxena, CPRO Railways, giving us details on this train derailment that has taken place. 7 coaches of the Howrah-Jabalpur Shaktipunj Express derailed. In fact, this train derailment took place at 6:25 a.m. It is at the Sonbhadra district of Uttar Pradesh, and the train derailed near Obara Dam. Now, the rearmost 7 coaches of this particular train derailed, but considering the speed of the train was quite low, there was no casualties and no loss of life. The stranded passengers were moved in fact to the unaffected coaches, and within an hour the front portion of the train, which was the unaffected portion, was moved to another station where the stranded passengers were given immediate aid, and they were also given snacks, and then after the train was moved towards the nearest destination. Now things seem to be under control is what Anil Saxena, the CPRO Railways, have briefed the media, saying that the things have been taken under control. The authorities have reached the accident site and helpline numbers have already been set up for this particular incident. Moving on now, looks like there is no escaping from the blue whale threat once you fall prey to it. In a shocking case from Jodhpur, the 16-year-old girl who had jumped into a lake to commit suicide as part of the blue whale challenge has tried to kill herself again, this time by consuming sleeping pills. She was fortunately rushed to a hospital at the right time and is now said to be in a stable condition. However, the police is still keeping a close watch on her.
मेन चीज़ ये कि इसको आगे प्रिवेंट कैसे किया जाए। तो मेरा ये कहना है पेरेंट्स से, खासतौर पे माता पिता से, कि वो अपने बच्चों के जो एक्टिविटीज़ हैं उनका ध्यान रखें। मैं ये नहीं कहता कि वो उनकी जासूसी करें या उनकी प्राइवेसी में इंट्रूड करें। मैं सिर्फ इतना कहता हूँ कि उनके साथ समय बिताएं, उनको कॉन्फिडेंस में रखें, उनके साथ दोस्ती की अपनी रखें बना के, अलग थलग नहीं छोड़ें। तो उससे अगर वो ऐसी किसी चीज़ में फंस भी जाते हैं तो वो अपने माँ बाप से शेयर करेंगे और उनको उससे बचने में मदद मिलेगी।
उससे पहले रात्रिकाल में सैलाना झील पे शायद किसी लोगों ने देख लिया था। उस टाइम उसका ब्लू व्हेल जो गेम है उसके कुछ फाइनल स्टेप के चक्कर में उसमें सुसाइड करने की कोशिश शायद वहाँ कर रही थी। तो पुलिस वालों ने, वहाँ पे खड़े लोगों ने देखा और उन्होंने उस टाइम बचा लिया गया, और उसके बाद उस बच्ची को घर वालों को बुला करके शायद घर भेज दिया गया। उसके बाद घर वालों ने जैसे घर ले जा करके और कुछ बात की तो लगा कि कुछ अननोन टैबलेट भी उसने कुछ खाई है। उसके बाद घर वाले अर्ली अस्पताल में लेके आए और अस्पताल में इलाज चालू किया गया। अभी वैसे बच्चे की हालत ठीक है।
Shifting focus now, a woman took her stalkers to task in the Batala area of Gurdaspur. The goons tried to abduct the woman in their car, but she resisted and raised an alarm. She was joined by locals who beat up the stalkers and handed them over to the police. The woman had noticed that the 2 men had been following her every day as she dropped her child to school. Allegedly, the main accused is the brother of the Shiv Sena Vice President of Punjab.
ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਕੂਲ ਛੱਡਣ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਲੈਣ ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਡੀ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਪਿੱਛਾ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੋਈ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਗਰ ਘੁੰਮਦੀ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਰੋਜ਼ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ਰਾਰਤ, ਉੱਚੀ ਗਾਣੇ ਲਗਾਣੇ, ਅਸ਼ਲੀਲ ਗਾਣੇ ਲਗਾਣੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੱਥੋਂ ਫੜਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ, ਫੜ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਗੱਡੀ 'ਚ ਪਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਰੋਲਾ ਪਾਇਆ, ਮੇਰੇ ਆਸ ਪੜੋਸ ਦੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਲੋਕ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਸੀ, ਭੀੜ ਮੌਜੂਦ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਸਭ ਨੇ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੰਗਾ ਕੁੱਟਿਆ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੁੱਤੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ, ਹੱਥਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕੁੱਟਿਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ 2 ਅਪਰਾਧੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੜੀ ਤੋਂ ਕੜੀ ਸਜ਼ਾ ਮਿਲੇ।
ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਾਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਸਕੂਟੀ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਲਗਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਰੋਕ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸ਼ਲੀਲ ਹਰਕਤਾਂ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ। ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਘਰਦੇ ਆਏ ਤੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੋਂ ਭੱਜ ਗਏ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਾਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਹਾਥੀ ਗੇਟ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਬੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਕਾਬੂ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੂਚਿਤ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੁਕੱਦਮਾ ਦਰਜ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਕੁੜੀ ਨੂੰ ਤੰਗ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨ
Well, moving on now to check the rising number of drunk driving cases, the UT Excise and Tax Department of Chandigarh has directed all bar owners in the city to install breath analyzers within 7 days. The Excise Department has initiated the move to make people aware of the ill effects of consumption of alcohol in the excess of legally prescribed limit. The bar owners have also been directed to submit the compliance report to the department by September 13th. Well, that of course is the latest that is as far as the rising cases of drunken driving is concerned in Chandigarh. In fact, the Excise Department and the Taxation Department of Chandigarh has now directed all bar owners in the city to install breath owners so that there is within 7 days to make sure that the people who come there are aware of the ill effects of the consumption of alcohol, especially in excess of the legally prescribed limit. Remember. In fact, going across to Vishal Monga on the phone line for more details. Vishal, we understand that the Excise Department has issued directions to the bar owners to install breath analyzers to make sure that people who come there are aware of the ill effects of the consumption of alcohol. How are the bar owners really taking up this?
See, it's first of its kind decision that has been taken by the Chandigarh administration, where the Excise Department has issued a letter to all the license holders of liquor. Now, what they have told them is that the breath analysis equipment should be installed in their premises, which means that anyone who will consume liquor should really give their breath analysis test, which means that they have to consume liquor within the earlier what used to happen was basically a person used to consume liquor, and then if he used to drive rashly, then it was okay. Otherwise, there was challans which were issued to them. Now, the motive of basically was that there should not be drunken driving. Now, what has happened is they have shifted the blame to the bar owners, the licensee owners, which means that they will have to keep a check that the person does not consume liquor out of basically the limit. So, indeed, this is against. The bar owners are saying that this will really hit their business very hard. They are saying that if a person consumes liquor and he goes to his house, there is nothing illegal about it. And how is it possible that when a person who is not driving, he is not causing any trouble to anyone, if he consumes liquor over the prescribed limit? So this is not gone down well with the bar owners. They are saying that this will hit the industry very hard, and the onus on keeping a check would be on the license holders rather than the police, which in order.
Right, thank you so much, Vishal, for getting us all those details. Certainly, this particular decision not going down too well with the bar owners in Chandigarh, who's saying that this perhaps would hit the business very much, as they would be now, the owners will now solely lie on them to keep a check on whether a person is drunk beyond a prescribed limit. Well, shifting focus now, a special Tara court will pronounce its sentence against Abu Salim and 4 other convicts in the 1993 Mumbai serial blast case. The CBI has demanded life sentence for Salim. Salim was extradited from Portugal in 2005, and under the solemn sovereign assurance given to Portugal that death penalty cannot be awarded to him. The 1993 blast in Mumbai had left 257 people dead and more than 700 injured. Well, some more breaking news there coming in a tragic turn of events. An under-17 Indian cricketer drowned in a swimming pool and lost his life in Sri Lanka. The Gujarat-based 12-year-old cricketer was in the island nation with the under-17 team to participate in the tournament. According to reports in Sri Lankan media, 4 members of the squad were in the swimming pool when the incident happened. That, of course, is a very tragic turn of events that is taking place. An under-17 cricketer drowned in a swimming pool and lost his life in Sri Lanka. Remember, he had gone to the island nation to participate in the under-17 cricket tournament that was to take place. In fact, according to reports in the Sri Lankan media, 4 members of the squad were in the swimming pool when the incident happened. Let's go across to Arunil, who's joining us on the phone line with more details. Arunil, what are the other details we are picking up? It is, of course, a very tragic case coming to light. A 17-year-old, under-17 Indian cricketer drowned in a swimming pool in Sri Lanka.
Yes, the boy was mainly from Ahmedabad, a 12-year-old boy who has gone with the under-17 team to participate in a cricket tournament in Sri Lanka, and he drowned in the team hotel. He was actually swimming with his 3 other teammates, and that time the incident happened. One important thing that we need to note over here is there is still an official. We are still awaiting an official statement from the Indian Cricket Board. So it is still not clear whether the boy had gone with the BCCI or it was only for a club cricket tournament. So that information is still awaited. As whatever information that we have on this until now is from what we got from the Sri Lankan media. So we need to wait more to get some official statement from the Indian Cricket Board on this.
Right, Arunil, also if you could just give us a brief background about this 12-year-old boy, as you were pointing out that he hails from Ahmedabad and he was part of the under-17 Indian cricket team.
No, he was not. We cannot say that he was part of the under-17 Indian cricket team because we haven't got any official statement from the BCCI. So we cannot say that. But yes, he was gone with the a lot of under-17, under-19 players go for cricket tournaments to play abroad with respect to with their clubs. So that might be the case in this incident as well. But yes, it is a very tragic incident which happened in Punuguma in Sri Lanka, where the boy died while after drowning in the swimming pool of the team there.
Right, we'll leave it there, Arunil. Thank you so much for. Right, we'll leave it there, Anil. Thank you so much for getting us all those details. In fact, no statement there coming in from the Cricket Board. Of course, more details still awaited on the tragic incident there coming to light of a budding cricketer who drowns in a swimming pool in Sri Lanka. Well, over to some other news there. We are tracking to you from Mumbai, where 4 labourers and a child were killed in a fire that broke out in an under-construction building in Juhu in Mumbai. At least 18 victims have been admitted to a nearby hospital, which is the R.N. Cooper Hospital, with some severe burn injuries. Of these, 8 are critically injured. Some have been charged beyond recognition. 4 persons are still missing. Most of the victims were labourers from West Bengal, and police are yet to ascertain the cause of the blaze that started on the ground floor of the 13-story building, but suspect leakage in the LPG cylinder could have triggered this entire tragedy.
ऐसा है, ये अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन बिल्डिंग है और जो यहाँ पे वर्कर काम करते हैं उनके लिए यहाँ स्टिल्ट है। स्टिल्ट के अंदर मेटल एंगल के यूज़ करके उसको घर बनाए गए थे। कुछ कौन से घर में अंगार लगा अभी उसका तपास चालू है, लेकिन अंगार लगने के बाद और कुछ स्फोट हुआ है, क्योंकि एक हमारे एलपीजी सिलेंडर वहाँ फटा हुआ मिला हुआ है, तो कुछ स्फोट हुआ है यहाँ पे किसी के घर के अंदर, और उसकी वजह से इम्पैक्ट होने की वजह से लोग भाग नहीं पाए। तो
Moving on to our other top focus story, the country is stunned by the murder of journalist Gauri Lankesh. She was shot dead by armed assailants at her residence in Rajarajeshwari Nagar on Tuesday night. Tributes poured in from the outspoken journalist, even as the Bengaluru police try to piece together what transpired. Gauri Lankesh was finally cremated at the Charamjit graveyard in Bengaluru with state honours yesterday. Meanwhile, the police has detained one suspect for questioning, and they are still examining the CCTV footage from the area. Close friends and family members are suspecting right-wing outfit because Gauri was known for her critical views on the Hindutva Brigade and the right-wing groups. In fact, she was convicted last year in a defamation case for a report against BJP workers. Now, Gauri's family has demanded a CBI probe into the murder.
Case should be taken very seriously. Special investigation team headed by IG Lankesh.
At least find the culprits, please, I request.
A journalist who never minced her words. Her fiery views against the Hindutva Brigade and right-wing groups landed her into plenty of legal trouble. But Gauri Lankesh refused to back down.
It is in fact at this very spot where firebrand journalist Gauri Lankesh was shot dead by unidentified assailants. In fact, we are given to understand that 4 cartridges were recovered from the spot. Now, this is the car that she used, in fact, just before, a few minutes before her death.
At around 8 p.m., 2 gunmen barged into her residence at Rajarajeshwari Nagar in Bengaluru and fired 7 rounds at her. 3 bullets missed her, but 4 hit the mark and she collapsed with fatal injuries to her neck, chest and torso. The police have so far detained 1 suspect after they obtained footage from 2 CCTV cameras installed in the house. And a special investigation team is trying to piece together what transpired last night.
Soon after this incident took place, in fact, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had directed the police commissioner Sunil Kumar, in fact, to form investigative teams as far as this case is concerned. And based on that orders, 3 teams have been formed to investigate this particular murder.
The audacious murder of an honest journalist has shaken the collective conscience of the nation. Not just the media fraternity, but citizens who applauded the fiery spirit of a journalist who fought for truth even in the face of threats to her life. Gauri Lankesh was convicted last year in a defamation case for a report against BJP workers. And the Congress government in Karnataka is now pointing a finger at right-wing groups.
People tell me, why do you protest? Why do you protest? And I'm like, of course you protest. We need justice.
जिस तरह से पत्रकारों को मर्डर किया जा रहा है चुन-चुन कर, या तो वो गवर्नमेंट के साथ में रहे या उनका मर्डर किया जाएगा, ये बिल्कुल सीधा-सीधा संकेत दिए जा रही, सरकार संकेत दे रही है.
This is a time for media to be united and decide what they have to do.
But Gauri Lankesh's death will not be another statistic, an opportunity for netas to score brownie points. Her voice may have been silenced, but her death and her legacy will not be forgotten. Mirror Now report.
We're going across to Deepak Bappa now, who's joining us on the phone line for more details from Bengaluru. Deepak, 36 hours on, still no arrest made. Have the police been able to make any headway in this case so far?
Well, it's quite a high-profile case and quite a serious one, that too. And that's the reason the Chief Minister has decided that an SIT will, in fact, probe this matter. We should understand. Initially, of course, it was 3 teams under the leadership of the DCP of the West Zone, Anuchet, that was leading the investigations. And yesterday, about in the afternoon, that's when, after the Home Minister, the Chief Minister, along with top police officials, did meet. They came to a conclusion that an SIT, which will be headed by an IGP-level officer, we right now are made to believe that it's going to be B.K. Mishra. We're also here made to believe that the investigating officer of the rank of an SP, that is DCP Anuchet, along with 19 others, will be heading this SIT team, and they will be looking into all possible angles and what exactly happened. The main evidence, of course, still remains the CCTV that has been acquired from outside her residence, and that, in fact, even shows the assailant who was wearing a black helmet and also a black jacket. And post this, of course, they've collected CCTV from different establishments, residential complexes and other places which they could, even traffic signals as well, to somewhere trace the path from her office to her residence and to see whether there was in fact anybody following her or whether it was an attack that came by just at Rajarajeshwari Nagar.
Right, we leave it there, Deepak. Thank you so much for getting us all those details on that story. We will be very closely following through the day. Well, that's all we have for you in this bulletin. Stay tuned to Mirror Now for more news and updates.